Well, greetings, YouTube friends. Welcome back. It's a early start to a new season in the boat shed. It's colder spring out here today, so I'm just taking a few moments to think about all the things I'd like to get done and all the work that has to be done this year. There's not only the big boat project, but there's the Boston Whaler restoration. I'll put a picture up here of some of the things that we've had to buy for the Boston Whaler. Can't remember who said it, but someone said the time has come to think of many things or something like that. But could be a quote from a book, I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on that I want to get done this year. I want to have the cabin sides enclosed, the foredeck enclosed. Making the main cabin roof is going to be a big job. Don't know if I'll get to that this year or not. Still need materials for that. And money's a little tight with the price of gas nowadays, that sort of thing. I had to buy some very expensive epoxy to be able to start the Boston Whaler as soon as it warms up. I have a car enclosure to set up and put the Boston Whaler in there, so I can heat it and work on that. And a gallon of epoxy cost me $277. That's when our normal source of supply for that material comes from Boat Builder Central in Vero Beach, Florida, and I can usually get a gallon of epoxy and hardener here in my boat shed for about $85 a gallon. So thank you very much, Mr. Trudeau, for having us require testing to enter the States and return on the same day. Luckily, that requirement expires April 1st, so I can begin to open up our normal supply line to boat building materials from the States. I'd really like to be able to support Canadian suppliers more than I do. I still do, but for things like epoxy and fiberglass and major parts for the boat, I usually buy that all in the States. She's like, I can get it for a fraction of the cost of what we pay here. There's an importer / wholesaler network in Canada that has monopolies on marine and boat building supplies, so the normal prices are minimum twice of what it costs in the States. So, I'm retired. I'm on a fixed income. I don't solicit donations via YouTube or PayPal or GoFundMe or any of that stuff, so it all comes out of my pocket, and I'm trying to do it out of my pocket without running my credit cards up through the roof. But times are tough, but we'll get it done. We'll figure it out. So what I want to do this year, I mentioned the cabin sides and that. I also have quite a bit of work to do below the deck. There's painting to be done. There's conduit to be run. I've got all my wire, or most of it, organized. I've got the hydraulics for the steering to run, and that will go through the chase tubes and wire support thingies I put in last year. So yeah, I'm going to get to pull my wire this year. Not that I haven't been pulling my wire a lot, but it's going to be even more wire pulling this year, I hope. Got to build the helm station and figure out where those wires have to eventually end up. I do have some electrical schematics that I drew up 10 years ago, but I mean, the technology has changed, the battery chemistry has changed, all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to try and keep it as basic as possible, because that's about all I understand is basic. I don't want to get too fancy. So that's kind of, there's still a lot of tabbing and taping and filleting and sanding and grinding, and enough to keep you 6 sand insanity fans happy for a while. So yeah, so we're going to see some different things this year. hopefully get a lot more done. And once COVID's over, I'm out here almost every day. The boat shed's open. If anybody wants to stop by and say hello and shoot the shit, that's fine. Just drop in. Let me know you're coming. I'll make sure I'm here. Let me know what your favorite beverages are. I'll make sure I have that on hand as well. Yeah, I mean, it's an open invitation. I don't expect you to work. I'm not going to ask you to work. Please don't volunteer to work. Just, I would enjoy the company, meeting new people, shooting shit, talking boats, you know, that kind of thing. So, I'm going to send out a special salute to my buddy Barry over in Scotland, getting ready to drop his boat in the water. It's done a hell of a lot of work. I'm very proud of that fella. He's very inspirational for me, and I can't wait for the day his boat goes in the water. I'll be 4,000 or 5,000 kilometers away, whatever we are, but I'll be cheering I'll be cheering loud enough you'll be able to hear me. There you go, brother Baz. One of the other boats that I've been, actually I spent most of the winter watching all these guys build and finish their boats on YouTube. And some of them are in the water, some of them are very close to getting in the water. Of course, there's Doug Jackson and SV Seeker, who's in the water, puttering up and down rivers right now, getting all the bugs shooken out of his boat. Project Brewpeg, and I think they're in northern Queensland. They're probably getting very close to going in the water. Damien had a little issue with pancreatitis, or bad appendix, and set him back a bit, but I'm sure they'll be in the water soon. There's a few more. I can't remember them offhand. Don't ask me what I had for breakfast. I couldn't remember and tell you what it was. So, anyways, but I do appreciate all those guys that continue to make videos on YouTube and keep me entertained during the cold, long winter months. When I'm not in Mexico, with sitting on a beach lounge, with my feet up, and watching all the half-naked girls go by. Thank you. That's about it. I'm going to try and just clean up and organize. I'm looking for things that I can't find. I know I've bought. I don't want to buy more to replace them, because as soon as I do, the old ones will show up, which pisses me off to no end. But that's the problem with you get old and the neurons don't connect anymore. So there we are. So to probably get into regular videos, I'm going to try and do 2 a week instead of just willy-nilly here and there whenever I figure I can get one done. A lot of them are just daily things that I do, but I'm going to try to do 2 a week. They won't be long. Don't expect great production values or anything like that. It's just one guy building a boat in his backyard, screwing around, thinking. I do a lot of navel gazing as I think about what I get myself into. But this is year 11, 12, whatever. It's been long enough. We'll try and get as much done as we can and get this friggin' thing out of my backyard. I know my neighbor's going to be happy when this blue and white boat shed comes down. So there you have it. Thanks for looking in. See you soon. Take care. Be well. Look after your families and stay healthy. Cheers.